come in,
I'm back.
not knowing where I am. I'm on a server. I've never been on it before, but you and Fero have.
Okay, I'm going to try to switch back to Wi-Fi on the 5 gigahertz. So hang on a moment.
You can see which server I'm on.
Yeah, he will be able to.
What's the server called again?
It's called Daisy Underground.
That's the one with the high pop, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the one that you wanted to join, right?
Yeah, I just couldn't remember the name of it.
/r/Daisy Underground without
Yes.
spaces, space US.
Straight up, I just found 2 weapons.
Probably.
Okay. I'm back to my 75 down, 12 up, and that's mainly because my router is too slow. I had some little ears walk up and wants to watch it, FYI.
Okay.
Roger.
Hello, little ears.
They're embarrassed to say anything.
Okay, I would be too. I think I was spawned in. Is Electro? What's the other main town? Zelenogorsk.
Zelena.
And there's a church up on the hill.
Probably.
Remember on the eastern edge there's a church, and there used to be a fire station down in the valley. No? Yes?
Yeah, that sounds like Electro.
Electro. I know you've got characters apparently, but I don't know where they are.
Mine is in some city. I'm barely started. There's like 3 buildings. I have no idea where I am right now, because I started in the wilderness. I do have
escaped 22.
I do have a backpack and a coat already. Where I am, I have no idea.
What do I need to make it? I'll make a stick or something, don't I, to fight zombies?
Yes, you need to find a rock, make a crafted knife out of that rock, and then from that you can put the rock in your, that crafted knife into your hand and walk up to a tree to get a branch. And that branch is your pokey stick.
I'm trying to get used to being first person in this game. Oh shit, the movement's quick.
Do you see how much, what kind of a frame rate you actually have?
How do I check that?
I think you have an option inside the actual the
Hang on, video. I can't tell. No, I just haven't played it for a while, so I've got to get used to the movement of it.
Mm-hmm. I know I'm somewhere south because it's very green here. If I hit something specific, I'll tell you where I am.
Okay, so I've crafted a stone knife. Now I'll put that on my hands, don't I?
Yeah, and then walk up to a tree. And then you'll get an option, cut off branch. That's your pokey stick.
Thank you. Small gift box.
Oh yeah, this is fun. They spawn rare ammo, loots and such in it.
Did you say there was 30 people on the server?
Yeah. 33. Yeah.
I like it. So you guys don't know where you are?
For now, no.
If it helps, I've got a purple beanie on.
Okay, I spawned somewhere as a noob. Okay, I know where I'm at. I'm on the east coast at the factory.
Right, yep.
Can I get a sound check real quick?
Check. Mic check.
Okay, that's good.
And negative goes right to the partner's fault. I'm going to attempt to run across to you where you are, Viz.
Okay.
I know the basic way. I'm in the most eastern largest city.
Okay, you could run along the coastal road up.
And I'm at the back northern part of the city. Sort of, remember, whatever the city used to have 2 fire stations and...
I thought it was Chernogorsk or whatever.
Lenogorsk?
Is it the one on the east side?
Yeah, east side. And you go to the north and there's a couple of little dams and stuff.
I have a stick. I'm not afraid to use it.
I'm a guy in a black coat with a black boonie hat with a bow and green mountain backpack.
Oh, so he just spawned and he's got all that shit?
No. I've played on this server already.
They're hacks.
I have not yet done anything.
I have not yet begun to hack.
Yes.
The question says, do you wish to spawn with basic equipment? Fero says, yes, please.
Was ist das?
Ah, das ist gut, ja.
I now have a bright blue sports jacket. That's probably not the best thing to wear.
Not when there's 30 other people on the server. Negatory.
I don't need no stinking flare.
This server is frequently locked and whitelisted.
Okay, that's not a... Oh! I remember why I did not continue playing, because day after it was actually exactly that, locked. I couldn't
So how do
connect
you
it.
get whitelisted?
You register on a website and shit like that. You do a bunch of unnecessary stuff. And I have to mind the little ears. I constantly forget. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Bunch of unnecessary stuff.
Yes, bunch of unnecessary stuff as in provide your email, get authenticated, yada yada, participate in their forum, blah blah wars, whatever. I don't. I want to just play.
You gotta participate in their what?
In their forum wars. Forum is in, you know, forum boards.
You have to post things on their website. Discussion boards.
The website that, let's say,
I don't want to post stuff.
would? Well, that's exactly my point. I'm not into that stuff. If I have something to say, I'll say it, but rather not, because it's just a game to me. Oh boy, someone killed me. Well, good for you. Yeah.
I have a white armband on.
I have a yellow one. So it really stands out on a black wool coat.
I got nothing.
I look like a, I don't know, pre-hipster era 90s guy. Hitchhiker.
So are you coming from the north, Rolo?
I'll be coming from that big
Oh,
town,
the south. You're coming from the south.
southwest at least.
Okay. I'm going to go to the actual factory proper and loot there
Cool.
while you're making your way.
And I'm tickling the apple trees right now. Because of reasons.
Reasons, yes. Do we know when the 6.2 is supposed to come out?
And then what?
The next version, they're going to add a ton of content to this.
6.3.
And it's going to enter the beta. 6.3? Is that what's coming?
Yeah, 0.63 that they're supposed to exit the alpha, become beta. Yeah. When? Not sure. Do they test it? Yes, there were 2 dev test servers, from what I understand. They've been talking and presenting a lot. Some people who've signed NDAs, they actually had gotten their hands on the actual experimental build. Which is, once again, some things are different, like UI is different, I believe. Actions are different, so a lot of things, small things, people have to relearn due to the fact that it is different. But they're polishing Melee, I believe. Your whole internal system, satiety, all that stuff, I think they changed a lot. There is a stamina system in now.
Building was supposed to be in it.
Oh yeah, the building is in, supposedly. I think you can build stuff that's in it already.
And that's what Alex is talking about, starting up a server or something.
Well, Alex have not been around for like maybe 3 months now. I haven't seen him actually online, period, like he disappeared again.
Is he still alive?
You know, you ask that question, I'm certain he is, he's just not logging in on Steam for whatever reason. So basically that.
Could be in the prison. You jest, but I had a friend that happened to. He just disappeared one day. I was like, "Where's so and so?" And was like, "I don't know. I hadn't heard from him for like 3 months."
Man.
And then someone came to me and goes, "I
Sucks.
found out what happened to him." I'm like, "Well, what happened?" He goes, "He's in jail." I'm like, "For what?" Dork was dealing drugs. No one had a clue.
Say where you
Jesus.
been?
That's
Where you
dumb.
really been?
You say that, the dealers never do it. They just sell it. Well, he was that guy.
That
So-
just sold it.
Yep, he didn't do it himself.
So he got nabbed on possession and distribution.
Yep, and he disappeared for almost 2 years.
What do you
Got
mean?
paid
They
up.
gave him only 2 years?
Well, he got more about good behavior. You get time, taken off. Like for every month where you behave, you get 2 weeks off.
Really?
Something like. Well, it depends on the severity. That's not going to happen to like murderers, but for non-violent type things, yeah, they'll usually work with you.
How do you... Oh, yeah, sorry.
What?
I was trying to remember how you put clothes on.
One interesting change that they've done, each piece of clothing, or layering, I believe, they introduced layering, I suppose, or hopefully they did. Basically, the clothing now, each has its own slot. So essentially, you'll be able to wear all sorts of things now. And I have no idea how many weapons you can carry, but I'm almost certain I saw on the pictures that there is a ranged. There's like a whatchamacallit, the sidearm slot and the range slot, and then there is a new belt slot which you may be able to put on. Therefore, you'll be able to carry like a melee quick change or something like that. Just again, I'm speculating clearly here, but I'm assuming that's what it is, because they introduced an actual belt wardrobe item. Maybe like a leg holster of sorts or something like that.
Okay, I think the town I was in is Electro,
Oh my
so
god.
now I'm heading northeast.
Oh, quite fair.
So if this is one of those subreddit servers, you can stick up them Jets crackers.
Well, since we haven't really done much here, we can disconnect and get another good ones that you've been looking. The ones that do not require the sign off. Essentially, after today, this thing may just lock in again for a couple of days and
Yeah.
you won't be able to. So it's your really call. I don't care. I stopped playing for clear reasons. I couldn't connect to it back.
Well, I will
Yeah.
follow what you guys decide.
So did you got to use Reddit or something? I don't
Not
use
not
Reddit.
Reddit or forum. This is how you get whitelisted. You have to go onto their website, whether it's on actual Reddit or not, register and such. And then the
Oh,
whitelisting is the usual thing.
I don't talk on forums. I don't want to chat on forums.
Yeah.
Well, you need to respond, blah blah blah, and stuff like you remember the 420.
Vinthos did it too,
Yeah.
but he didn't require the website participation. He just needed your GUID.
Yeah. So it was more of a simplistic version of that.
Yeah.
And then if this thing has active admins, then you have to kind of participate, because if you get banned, where would you go to speak about things like this? You know. Where am I running? Where the hell am I running? I don't know where I am.
So do we want to change servers then?
Well,
Yeah,
Roland needs
I'll
to
log on,
disconnect and
And find one that's a good ping?
Correct. Again, he had a couple of few that he was a-okay with. He just needs to find, again, whichever the best, except this one and Australian ones, connect to it. And again, being in community, not the official ones. He did the same setup as we did to search for the servers, so we should be able to find the server for sure. One of the servers he found was actually like same ping, but we get the bigger ping because it is higher.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind, us being a little higher if it, helps everybody.
Absolutely, yeah. Even on this one.
United Nations role play, cars everywhere, first person.
Jesus.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm not going in there. I just read it.
That's hilarious, though.
What about Northeast Arena, Tense Barrels, DNE Apocalypse, whatever that is?
As long as it's Valve protected, as in like anti-cheat, whatever, and it's a first person only.
Canadian DayZ server. Okay, well they're all low pop except for that one we've just been playing on. Super lame, no loot. What about that one?
Do they really mean no loot? Because that would be pretty crappy.
It just says super lame, no loot.
Maybe it's just, they quick down. Like Ventus did, they tweak down the actual spawns of specific things.
I'll join that one and have a look.
Alright, let me just disconnect real quick. I'm curious.
So I'll play for a couple of hours and I'll get off to mow the lawn before the storms come.
You mow lawn before the storm? That's interesting.
Why?
Just happened. I spawned in and I've got all equipment. Obviously I've been on this one before. I'm fully geared.
That may be the way it is. There's no loot, but you start geared.
Oh no, I'm fully geared. Stacks of food, varying types of ammo. No, I've been on this one before.
So there must be loot then.
Okay, the super lame no loot is actually a community server, but it's connected to the persistence server.
Okay, I'll get out of it. I know which one it is. 3 of us have played on it before and we lost Viz one day. He just disappeared.
Oh, yeah, I remember, yeah. Yes.
I'm getting out of it.
If you want to know exactly whether it's public or not, you can expand all server details and it'll say the shard public. What you need to find is the shard to be private. So super
I always prefer to shard in private.
Yeah, because every time you connect to a server, you generate a new character. There's no server hopping, basically. And then there's actually time multipliers shown too. Wow. Okay. I'll stop the streaming for now because it's irrelevant.